Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to put in process the last few tasks to finish our journal here of treasures. Now I've got a few of the prompts in here. Some of them just didn't quite fit, or I just didn't have enough to make, a story of what was happening with that particular prompt. But I think now that it's all come to an end and we're in the tidy up, finish up phase, I think I can confidently go forward with some little ideas that I've been sort of tossing around. And it literally has become a place of treasures. So I'm really, really happy with it. So if I remember rightly, I haven't looked in here for a little while. If I remember rightly, we've got a flip out opportunity at the back like this. And we've got one full signature that we can use as in space. Then we've got to do our tab spine to stitch those signatures in, because we want to preserve this internal here. This is an old book cover that I bought from Rachel, and I think it's just beautiful. Not only is it her prompts, her project and Sarah's, it's also just full of old treasures and memories, and yeah, it's worked out beautifully. So we've got signature number 1, signature number 2, which was the storyboard. And remember, this has got a feel of the traveling salesman. So I think there's some base fabrics, which we may or may not need. This might be 1 or it might be 2. No, it's only 1. So we need another one of these. That will be a signature, and then 1 will actually attach to the back of the book. So I think we have a plan, and we need a few more of these pieces. These are sort of help stabilize my work. So we might take that out, and pop that away. And here's some fabric that I had torn at the beginning to use potentially as our tabs when we're ready. So let's pop the journal out of the way. Now, let's get started. So after the last time I filmed this video, I was tossing up what background to use for all of this old lace, and it was overwhelming that we were all on the same wavelength, that will stick within a colour so that the lace pops on it, basically. So I just want to check my sizes before I start chopping. I love this fabric. Now I just want to double check. I just grabbed a few out of a box of linen, but it's got to blend with the storyboard. Yeah, we've got to stay within this palette. So that one's a good one. Yeah, it's okay. I might have to look for another purple if I use purple at all, and I could go and find a blue. So that's our colour palette for our lace. So what I want to do is cut ourselves some fabric of which we can then lay out the lace on. I wish I owned some pinking shears. I could have had a pinking shear edge. That would have been rather nice. I think I want to go as big as this and use this as my template. Yeah. This is good to stabilize it, but it's a fraction smaller. So I want the fabric to be quite luscious. So how have you all been? It feels so good to be coming to the close of this fantastic Stitchery Roxy Creations treasure hunt. So yeah, it's sort of good to know that we're closing in on the finish line. I might even leave that pinking sheer edge. I don't mind it. It sort of was a bit of a thing they did in the day, didn't they? So there's the first one. Now let's put the stabilizer behind it. Just helps keep things a little bit, you know, less warped. So we'll go for the hour like usual. We'll see how much we get done. And then I'll go and do my homework, which will be stitching it all down. Already that's shot off there. I might just trim this. I think that's what's throwing me. The calico is a little bit warped. I've been battling with it. You know, you just get a roll of fabric that is just a little bit skew with. Oh, look at it. It's shocking. That's all right. I'm going to use it. Then it's done. I'll just pin it. I won't do the whole invisible stitch because I have a feeling that the lace itself will be very much needing a lot of stitching. So I might just cut another one of those. I'm not thinking too hard about the placement of the colours at this stage. Probably should be, but I don't know. So we'll get another one of these plummy coloured ones. I've got plenty of space anyway, so I've got quite a bit of lace there, and some of them will just be, you know, beautiful on their own right, just sitting on a page. I know that little handkerchief, remember this little guy? And I just didn't know how I was going to present him on a single page, but now that we have plenty of real estate and we can potentially have him fold either on the back spread or I'm trying to concentrate and talk. It's never easy, is it? But I guess I do a pretty good job of it. So yeah, because I'm going to have two folded spots, the center of this signature and the flip out. So I'm thinking we'll have 2 pages. I don't think I need that at the moment. 2 pages of the burgundy or the plum. Let's flip so that the pinking sheer edges are on the side. There we go. That's a bit skewy. Can always trim it up at the end, but that's a good start. So I'm thinking this is in the center. So you open up the signature, which will be that, and these two will be in here. And we'll do a different color there and a different color there, and then we can do the back page. But this is a good start, and we'll see how much lace we actually have too, because we'll save that for, I think, the back cover, because this will be stitched through here into the floating spine, but the back cover will not be. So that has potential of sneaking in there and not being damaged in any way by having the signature stitched in. It'll make sense at the end, but we'll save that one. Okay. So now it's just about having a little play and laying them down to some form of, gosh, it feels so delicate, like it could tear. Now we've already got him further back, but we might as well find a home for that one. Oh, we could literally do a page of collars and this has to be more lineal. So sweet. It's going to be great to be able to find a home. I feel like they're a different category. Find a home for all these beautiful delicate trims. Like I could cut them up and they'd disappear into my work. But I sort of feel like, I don't know, I need to preserve them a little bit. I don't know why I'm being so delicate. Be nice to look at them anyway. And that's a second piece. Maybe we donate that to Corinne's chop up craft box. Oh, that's a, oh. See, here's another little insert. Aren't they just beautiful? Got a few different categories appearing here. Maybe I can divide things up a little bit. It's going to take a bit to stitch them all down. Oh gosh, you're beautiful. Now some of them mightn't be as old as I'd like to think they are, but we don't always know, do we? I feel like I might put all of these beigey ones together. I think visually that'll be quite pretty. I think that's just gorgeous. That's similar to that one. So I've got two of those. And we've got two of those. Well, they're going into Corinne's craft. Oh, look, and we've got a heap of that and a piece of it. Oh. I like the way that is coming together. Don't tell me that's it. Maybe I imagined I had more than what I actually did. I know I've got some French ones behind me. I'm going to cut him there. Just doesn't quite fit, but it does if I jiggle it. Maybe I put a finer one there. No, it sort of doesn't hold its own. Right. I like that there for some reason. I like that. Maybe space them out a little bit. Look at that. There's like, I don't know which is more beautiful, this side or the other side. That. I'm happy with that page. Now, let's pin that down. And I'll use, ow. And all I'll do is just thinking about the stitching process is I'll just invisible stitch them down. I won't have my stitches interfering with these beautiful babies. Okay. And then I might do some little decorative tags, you know, that I did that with some of the other pages where it looked like a salesman would literally be able to say, okay, you want 20 meters of this particular fabric. I'll do the same once I get this stitch down, but I might even have to put her name somewhere. Don't have any dates or anything. I could probably send an email to the venue. Mainly Sewing was where we had the retreat, and she had the lace there for sale in a little pop-up shop out the back. She might have a bit more detail. Might be worth sending a little email. So that is really secure. That's ready just to stitch down. So there's one page. Put that to one side. Let's have a play with this. It's like, I think I want to save those pieces. They're like really super cool. I like how these are all raised. I have to double check that everything is Let me grab my lace from France because I have a feeling there was some unusual little bits there too that I picked up. Yeah, see, like this. I could use a piece of that. It's like a little crocheted. What else is there? Yeah, there's definitely some treasure in here. That one there too is very similar to that. I think that needs a spot. Here we go. Now this is from my grandmother. Look how delicate that is. I have used a little bit around the place, but I'm getting to the point where if I use any more of it, it's going to just disappear. And I think, yeah, it's got to go there, doesn't it? Okay, there's a treasure. At least now I can have a look at them because they're somewhere safe. Look at it, it's so delicate. It's all broken. Goodness knows its story, but I know it's my family. Gosh, there's hours of stitching here. Hang on, is that the right way up? Nope. Back it up, girl. This would be good for me to actually go through this little selection of lace that I do have and rescue pieces before we start, you know, the 2024 projects. And if I don't salvage a few of them, they will be gone. I'll just move that over a fraction just in case I have to trim that edge for the journal. Yeah, so I'm pleased that the treasury journal, the treasure hunt journal, will have all these little snippets in it because they will disappear. Is that up the right way? Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? Smell perfume. It's like a scent. It's just wafted past me. It's nice to know they're nicely laundered. You sometimes wonder, some lace I get and it's got that musty smell. A lot of these I washed it too as they come into my hands. I just give them a little soak overnight and let them hang out for a little bit just to love that. That's probably not old, but I don't know. It just looks pretty, doesn't it? Could be something from the 70s. You would just, I don't know enough about lace. I wish I did, and then I could name it all and do a proper registry. But who knows, my journal may end up somewhere one day in 300 years' time, and some expert will know the name of all these laces. And all I'm doing is stitching them down ready. So there's 2 pages. So I might grab that pale pink next. We've still got a few. That's all repeats. We're yet to go through that. And we can use that. So everything up the top here I can still use. I just don't want to cut any of it by mistake. So I'm just being a little careful instead of my usual gun-ho. Actually, I could do with a little bit more. There's fluff on that. Look at that. You see the fluff? Where's my sticky roller? Let's give it a little clean. These things are so handy. Got so many threads and bits and pieces, and now that fudge is around me a little bit more in my new craft room, I've just got it handy all the time. Where before he sort of wasn't so involved, but the old boy is hanging out with me more. And this is just invaluable. I think I picked them up at a $2 shop or something. Does a good job. This linen could do with an iron too. Maybe I pause the video and grab the calico and rip some more base plates, so to speak. And give this a bit of an iron, and then I might pop back and I'll be a little bit more organised, because I just feel like I'm not organised. Does that make sense? Of course it makes sense. Let me just cut this guy. Second one, and then I can put those 2 fabrics away, and I can also then go rummaging and see if I want some new colours, and I might reject that purple. It's just a little bit bright. I might go have a little look and see if I can find. So the pieces that I'm actually looking for now is what will be on the back cover. So I'll need a piece that becomes a full page spread. I'll show you in a minute in case you're wondering. Those newbies out there will be thinking, what's the girl talking about? And that's the same colour, so we don't want that again. So this is the signature, and it will be 2 purples and 2 pinks. Now let's pretend that this is the back cover. So I need a piece of linen for here, and I need a bigger piece for in there, plus the stabilizing factor as well. So what's the time? 25 minutes. All right, I'll pause the video. I'm going to rip a heap of calico to finish what I need, and then I'll be back. I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm back. I feel like I've got some law and order now. So let me just grab my little stash. It just feels so much better once you iron things. And this linen has been folded up and in a little box. So really did need a bit of a press. So what I've done, that's the back signature that's going to flip out. So I've created a decorative page with stabilizer ready for lace. That will stitch onto the flip out, which is there. And then we've got a decorative page ready for lace and stitching here as well. So this gets glued to the back of the cover, then this gets attached, then this gets stitched to there and there and there and there. So we're pretty much, that's the final signature. So I end up getting rid of that purple. It was just too strong, overpowering, and I went for this little greyish duck egg blue fabric, and I love it. I've also double checked and ironed these two pink ones, and I end up taking a tiny little bit off of the purple. I thought I'd better just check them to make sure that the lace is not going to be where it needs to be trimmed. And there's the final signature that goes with those. So that's ready to be stitched. Let's pop it over there. We've now got the two pink ones, so we can continue. Let's just get that into shot, and there's our tabs, so that's fine. All right, we'll say, let's do this cotton. I think I want to find a home for these pieces. Do I cut it? No, I better just check. What else have we got in the way of cotton? Oh, we've got this little sweet piece, little eyelet. Yeah, that's what we're going to put there. So I still get to keep a lovely little morsel. And some of this, I never know where to cut this. Right. Oh, either way, it's impossible to cut it without cutting it. Maybe if I take a smidgen off of here and then sneak through there. No, put that one right way, that way. It's got a little stain on it, but that's okay. There we go. So there's some cotton laces, forever saved. I'll tell you, if you're a piece of lace and you're in my craft room, you'd have to be a little nervous because you're most likely going to be chopped up and stitched into something. So this is really good. Forever, ever kept. Alrighty. Might head to those crocheted ones next. They're just beautiful. We'll save all those little odd ones for the very back where it flips out. I think we'll have a little bit more real estate to sort of play with. Okay. We can always, if I find something that pops up out of the blue, we can always revisit some of the pages, hey, and just slide in something, because I think that could probably take another piece. Now look at this. just knocked the pins over. I did it when I was ironing too, so there's little applique pins floating around my ironing board now too. And I've just done it again, flipping, flopping. So what's the story with these? Okay. Is that the same? Yes. Okay. I feel like it needs to go there, there, and maybe there. Oh, you glorious things. I love how that's all frayed there. So we're going to keep that. We're going to sneak through there with my chop. There we go, forever saved. Look at the colour difference between there and there. It's like two completely different laces. Okay, so that's recorded. That's recorded. We did do that one, didn't we? So I'm getting all confused now. No, we haven't. It's there, but that's excess. 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 At least now I can chop away knowing that we've got a little bit of history recorded here. I think it's the right thing to do. All right, let's get these pinned down. Okay. I don't have much planned this evening, so I know what I'll be doing. I really should do some housework, but I think I need to stitch down this lace into our little sampler. Okay. Ow! Please do not bleed on this lace. I forgot about the pin in behind. Let's get them out before they cause me grief again. Do not drip anything red on this lace. It was a little prick, but it was there. Those little applique pins, and they are sharp. They are sharp. That's a little bit skew-iff there, but that's okay. I'm just going to trim that back a little bit because it's excess to requirements down that side. It's because that calico was all whoopy. Okay, so that's ready to stitch. Just do with another pin. Put that out of the way. Beautiful. And we've got the little cotton ones. Let's get those pins forward. So at least I know where the little buggers are and they're not gonna jab me. There's another one. I feel like I could fit something else in there. We'll see. We'll keep going. Now we're to the back cover with our duck egg blue. I think we'll pop that to one side. It would be nice to see something a bit special on that. I might open them all up. Okay. Let's get that handkerchief into position. You know the other thing I've got, that's the actual signature that we'll pop it all on. The other thing I've got is a handkerchief that I bought in France. It was just beautiful. there is an opportunity to find her a home too. Now, where is she? I'm just glancing to my lacy drawers at the back. French items, I believe. This could be, oh, come on, open. Why won't that slide out? Okay, just want to have a little glance in here before we, where's this little one here? You're definitely finding a home here. But what else have we got? That's too big. I don't even know why. Look, what am I ever going to do with that? But it's just so unusual. Just had to be. Oh, there's a bonnet. I'm not ready to pass that over. Oh, that was the little sleeve. What am I ever going to do with that? But oh, it came in a bundle of fabric. No. No, it's not there. It's got tissue paper wrapped around it because she's so old. It's quite large. I have a feeling it's really not going to fit. I'm just glancing through all of the other containers behind me, but I think yeah, no, that's on the modern. No, it didn't fall out at me. This did, unless it's in here. Oh, see, look, that's old too. Let's have a little glance. Oh, I could fill books and books of it, but then I'd have nothing to actually use. So, you know, it's a fine line, isn't it? That's an old girl as well. I've used that a few times. It'd be nice to find her a home. All right, let's get these weird shapes down. Like that. That. Gee, that filled up pretty quick, didn't it? Oh, I don't have enough space for everything I want. Maybe I go revisit this one. This here is not as precious looking. I prefer that. And it feels a lot older. So I'm going to slide that into there. So there's one change. Maybe that's the way I go as I sort through my lace before I make that final decision. Like that guy there feels a bit modern. I do like this guy. Be nice to find a home for the little sleeve. That's beautiful. Let's pin him down, have a think about him. That lace there is from my grandmother's stash too. Your forever home. I feel like I'm more thumbs today. Don't know what's going on. My brain is not connecting to my fingers. Maybe I might peel that back so you can see that it's a sleeve, sort of a bit of animation to the piece. There goes a pin flying across the floor. Maybe I can fit another signature in. If I feel like there's more room, maybe that's I'll know once this is all stitched, and then I can pop it into the journal and just see how much space we've got, because there might be actually an opportunity to do another full signature. That might appease me. I've used that quite a few times in projects, so I'm pleased that this last little piece is finding a home. And I guess at the end of the day, I could cut that if I find that there's something that, you know, slides in better. Well, I think they've just found their home. Nice way to finish the journal, isn't it? Have these two. I wonder what they would have used that for. Surely that's not a handkerchief. Well, it's not a handkerchief. It's an insert of lace. For what benefit? I guess it could go into the top of a sleeve, into a bodice. I don't know. If anyone's seen anything like that in your travels, let me know. Is that up the right way? No. Oh, gosh, it's even more beautiful. I'm going to put it that way so it looks like a C for Corinne. Is that facetious of me? Is that the word? Vain? Is that vain of me? No. I'll know it's a C. No one else will. They'll just see it as a piece of lace. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh. You could create, if you were a collector of lace, you could literally create journals and journals of preserved lace. Be pretty special, wouldn't it? There's a hobby. Don't need another hobby. Lace collars, and there was a lace collar. Where have I put that? I think. Okay, that's looking good. Is that flip-flopping around too much? Nope. All right. Oh, how gorgeous. Yep, that will fold. So that will go there. That will go there. That's the back signature. The front, yeah. Oh, I could fiddle for hours with this. We've got the pink and the, I think we can do better with that. I'm going to revisit. I love that. You're going to love that. Yep. They're ready to stitch. This is pretty good. This could be better. I love that, and I love that. Not so much that. I still have this little yummy piece. I'm wondering, can I jiggle things here a little? Let's rework this a little bit. Just a fraction over. There's banded. Just a fraction. Just a fraction. Maybe there. Ow, pin. There. Yeah. And maybe this one goes over just a fraction. I know I'm squishing them in, but I just feel like I can showcase all of those. I like that little one there it just breaks it up a little bit. Otherwise it's very even, hey. Okay, lock it in. That one, that one. It's fiddly work. Concentrating because I'm operating sharp things. It's so beautiful. I can hear thunder. It's not my tummy. A morning storm? Well, I started filming this in the morning. A few hours has drifted by. I've lost track of time, to be honest. Once I come into this room, that's the end of me. Okay. I will definitely have to double check that everything is the right way. It'll be my golden rule before I proceed with needle and thread. Are you facing the right way? I've got pins on the back side of this piece as well, so let's get them where I can see all these little things. Yeah, that's better. I love how it drifts through the colours. There's another pin. Just give you in there. Okay. Happy with that. Happy, 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 and very happy. Okay. Gosh, there's some stitching to do here, guys. Let's have a look at this little guy again. I'm going to remove this eyelet. Just not liking that. I have a couple from France here that I think are worthy of a home. Some of these are in the journal already. That there is a pretty one. It sort of feels like it suits that. That's it. He's going in. And if I squish these along a little bit, he may not make it in. If I jiggle this a little bit, like I did before, I might be able to sneak something else in. I have to keep an eye on the time. This is hours of fun here. Let's just scooch him over a little bit. Okay, he's locked in. He anchors the page. Okay, now him. See, we got room for more. What else have we got here? That's so fine. And France and old. Anything else really super cool? No, that's old. Oh, I could easily do another signature. Look at that. Oh. Or do I do some narrow ones? No. Really like that old one, but did I use it somewhere else? Let me just have a glance through. Yeah, I did. There it is. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Look, he's there. Okay, all good. So I had a feeling that this little fellow was utilised. He would have been very much a go-to for me. So that's fine, that's fine. See, there's an old piece. Oh gosh, guys, I could keep looking and, oh, look at that. Stop it. Focus. What's this? That doesn't look real old. Oh, here's a little narrow one. You're a delicate little. Right way. Yep. There. I like that. Beautiful. That's so delicate. I probably could have put smaller bits in, but I don't know. It just felt like that's the right size to do. So this is the last one to pin, but I think once I stitch them all down, which I won't do with you guys, that's my homework, I will have a look at the journal and decide whether I can get away with another signature, because I have a feeling I could. Oh look, the circle hasn't found a home. I have a feeling that I could fill at least another 4 pages, which would be a bit special. But I don't want the signature being a gator mouth. I need it to sit, you know, properly, so everything's protected and not be gaping open. So I'll make a decision once I get this under control. It's about bringing our projects to an end now, isn't it? If your projects, you're just going to run out of time because December is sliding away fast, you can do it in the new year. I had a giggle when Sarah said that she was still working on her Down the Garden Path. I can relate to that. You know, we've got so many things on the go, and then life jumps in and takes up valuable time. So sometimes that just is the case. Let's go back to those duck egg blue ones and see if we can sneak him in. He needs a home. How do we do this? Maybe I move the C across a little and he can slide into the top. I think we decided that this was the top of a bonnet. A pre-made, pre-sold insert for the top or the crown of a baby's bonnet, because it's got a dome shape about it, which is hard to show when you're pinning things flat. So it does have that tucked look there, which I'll put to the top. Right way, yes. Okay, happy, happy. Everything is secured with a million pins. Can't see anything going wrong with that. Everything's ready to be invisible stitched. Oh, it's so good that I got that in place. And then I guess, let me grab my little book, my journal. If that piece is connected to the duck egg, then we've got a signature already. We've got a signature which is just down the table a bit because I went walkabout with my colour palette. I've got this signature. Oh, I don't think I'll be getting another signature in, guys. Look at that. Then we've got this guy as it is. Oh, nope, 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 nope. She is full. Absolutely jockers. And it's a slight gator mouth. It's not bad, but it's definitely, yeah, that's it. No more. Oh, so sad. I don't know if it's the lace that I'm liking or it's the putting it together. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to move this lace now into my grab it and use it container so that it's all together and part of my, you know, whenever we're stitching, I can, you know, freely grab it. Okay, guys, I might leave it at that. I'm not sure how the time's going. I've lost track of all that. I was so caught up in all this lace business. And I can toddle off and do some stitching. And the next video will be creating the floating spine, which we could embellish with lace. Yeah, there we go. Here we go again. More lace. And stitching the signatures in. And then it's finished. Oh, wow, wow, wow. All right, guys, look after yourselves, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.